It's time for another Etsy store review. And I know you all like these reviews, and I promise you I will be doing more of these reviews next year because so many people get so much good information out of them. So this store today is really interesting because it's only open, or only been open, since July 2023. It's got over 480 items in the store, and it's made 290 sales already. So not bad at all, right? Yeah, true, not bad. However, there's some fundamental pieces of this store puzzle that are causing the store to make way less sales than it should do. So I'm going to point out to the store owner and to everyone here what the failing points are of this store and how this person can make so many more sales than they already are. This is a fascinating store review. Let's get into it. Right then, welcome to today's Etsy store review, and it's Candice's store, and the store is called Candice Marie Biko. Remember, every store review that I do, I get permission from the seller before I do it. Always a good idea. You don't want to be doing these things without people knowing. Right, straight away, let's get into the things that really matter to improve sales in this store. So every store review I do, every consultation I do, every client I work with, the advice is specific to their store. So the advice that I give for Candice here may not be the same advice I give to another store. So this is all for her and her store. If she implements what I'm going to tell all of you now, she's going to make more sales in her store. I guarantee it. So number one, just a quick thing here. The first thing, bit of housekeeping really. This shop needs a banner. So let's get a nice branded banner in here to go with the rest of the store, and that will make the store look cohesive. So now to make more sales. First thing that I found immediately when we look at her listings in these lovely bracelets, if we go into a bracelet here, add a bracelet to our basket here, you will immediately see this. Only one available. And when I went through Candice's store and checked, I checked loads of these bracelets, and they're all coming up as one available, as you can see here. This is killing your sales velocity, Candice. So what the first thing you need to do is go and raise your stock depth, how many of each item you've got in stock, to more than one. More than two, preferably. If you can get it to 3, 4, or 5, I categorically guarantee you your sales are going to go up. And it's not going to take that long for this to happen. Every time you sell a bracelet and you're asleep, if you've still got them in stock to make, every time they go out of stock when you're asleep or busy or whatever, you're losing sales velocity. You're losing sales velocity because there's none in stock. You put the item back in stock, and then the listing can start building quality score and building visibility. This is literally crippling your store. With 482 items, that's a lot of items that that are going in and out of stock that you need to fix and make sure are permanently in stock. That's going to make you more sales straight off the bat. Let's get into the second thing that I've noticed in this store that is costing you sales. So over on the left hand side here, you've got 482 bracelets, which is a lot, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But here, custom or personalized, you've got one. So only one bracelet out of the 482 is customizable or personalized, possibility of having it personalized. You need to grow the number of personalized listings that you sell. So start listing themed, personalized listings. The possibilities are endless here. You see, you can do graduation theme personalized, sports theme, relationship theme personalized. This is significantly going to raise the number of sales that you make in your store, because Etsy, Etsy is a personalized marketplace. We all go to shop at Etsy for our version of the product that we want, and only having one custom made bracelet in your store visible that I can see, I mean, I've been through pages and this is the only one I can see, is costing you sales. Because when you go down and look at your reviews, you can see people are purchasing the personalized custom bracelet. So it makes sense to be able to offer many more variations, and this is going to raise the number of sales you make. I absolutely guarantee it. I love seeing stores like this for store reviews because you're doing well. You know, you're doing well. 288 sales since July. That's great. But there are so many sales available here that you're missing. So these points that I'm making now are really going to help you. So the next thing that I want to get into is the speed at which you listed. Now you've got 482 items, and I believe you opened at the end of July. So that's August, September, October, November, 4 full months. We're well into December now, but that's about 100 items a month. Okay, that's really, really fast. Too fast. Luckily for you, you've made sales to weaken the damage possibility of listing so fast. You're in an okay position, right? So you've got to slow down your listing speed, because if you look, you've got 482 items here with 288 sales. So that's a hell of a lot of these bracelets in your store that just aren't selling. They're either not selling at all or they're selling really slowly. Neither of those things we want. So you want to start to manage your listings in a better way. So slow down the listing speed, start to pay attention to what's working in your store. You've got 288 sales, plenty of information to tell you what it is that the customers like in your store. And your job now is to refine what you're doing with your creation of your bracelets, and start to push into all the areas that the customers are telling you they want more of. And personalization is a huge one for you. I guarantee it. Once you start putting personalized items in, you're going to start to sell way more items in general. So slow down the listing speed. Almost 500 items. That's quite a large store. It's not huge, but it's quite large. We need more sales. You've got to get that sales number above the inventory number. Let's get that above and rising and getting you on towards 500 and 1,000 sales. You're definitely going to get that next year. You're going to pass 1,000 sales, no problem at all, following what I'm teaching you now. So important, slow down the listing. Let's bring more personalized items in. Let's manage our items much better than we are now. Listing fast is one of the easiest ways to make a store fail. You've been really fortunate that you've got a couple of hundred sales, almost 300 to fall back on. Right, another big one. If I just sort of scroll down here, just scroll here, I don't need to go very far, and stop here. Take a second, everyone watching this video, what do you think the problem is with the photography? So you see those 12 products there? What's the problem here? Have a think. So the problem is that the photography is very basic, it's very dull. We've got sort of some of the photos have props, what looks like stone or corners of stones. Others have pictures of wrists, and we have this sort of, and then we've got these squares here. The photos are costing you sales. They're costing you conversion. They're too dark, too basic. What you want to see, or what you want to do, is start to do more of this. Start to bring wrists into your bracelet photos. Everybody wants to see what the bracelet looks like on a wrist. That's the first thing. So when you have bracelets like this, sort of laying on what looks like a grey table or a grey surface or something like that, people can't see what this bracelet is really all about. And you want to start putting them on wrists to bring out the character of the bracelet. Keep the backgrounds simple. Notice here, if I just zoom in here, notice the backgrounds are quite busy. This takes away, actually makes it hard to see what the bracelet is. So photograph them on wrists, but let's not have all your beads and your pieces behind the photography, behind the bracelet. You want macro photography, which is blurring the background and keeping the subject matter, the bracelet, in focus. Really easy way to do this, looks really professional, and it's going to help you convert more bracelets into sales. So that's my my advice for photography. Not easy. Photography isn't easy. So when I give this information to my clients about photography, they think, oh God, how am I going to do this? It takes time. This is going to take you weeks and weeks to sort out and make right. But I guarantee you, your conversion rate is going to go up if you do that. Linked to photography is video, and video you've done really well. I've checked a good 15 or 20 of your listings, and as far as I can tell, every single one has got a video. So guys, everyone watching, when I say to do product videos for your products, always show the product in use. So if I click on one of these listings here and then click on the video, this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. I mean, it's a little bit fast, but it does slow down a little bit. The background's not great. You need to change the background, but show the product in use. That's what customers want to see. If I'm buying a bracelet, I want to see what it looks like on somebody's wrist. Really, really important. Good that you've got videos on every listing, but I think you can upgrade these over time. For photography and video, it's not easy. It takes time, but you are building a brand. You are literally, your brand is already being built. You're doing really, really well, but solidify this brand aesthetic with upgraded photography, upgraded video. It will help you no end make more sales. I've got one more thing to say that's going to make you more sales. All of this stuff is going to make you more sales. This also is going to make you more sales. It's price. So when we look at your store and we look at the pricing and we just sort of go line by line down through your products, we just see the same price over and over and over again. This price is repeated pretty much throughout the whole store. I did see a couple of items that were different prices, but basically you've got a one price store. This is crippling you. This is costing you sales. The reason why it's costing you sales is because customers that are coming in to Etsy looking for a bead bracelet, looking for a paired bracelet, so two bracelets, his and hers, best friends, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, you've got to offer different prices to cater for the spending power of those customers. So it's great that you've got this sort of value price point, which is I can see is what you've gone for, but you need other price points in your store so that you can appeal to different customers who want 2 bracelets, 4 bracelets, team bracelets. So you need, you can sell to teams, sports teams, social gatherings, people where they want bracelets as identifiers for events, for parties, for gatherings. You see, there's so much opportunity here for you to expand your pricing structure. We need to see, or you need to see products in your store at $20, $30, $40, lots of different price points. Get your average order value up, make more money, sell more product, give customers many different spending points and hit them where they want to spend, not just necessarily at the price you want to sell at. This is one of the most critical parts of selling online and selling on Etsy, and most sellers completely miss this point. Spending powers of the customers that are frequenting your store, and what time of the year it is. People spend more at Christmas, right? They spend more for birthdays and celebrations and Easter and things like that. Let's have lots of different pricing in your store to cater for more different customers. Okay, so let me know what you thought of this store review. Get into my comments with what you thought about what I said about the store and the things the points that I highlighted. If you want a store review, put your store name into the comments and I will take a look at it, and I will surely be doing another one of these very, very soon. Any questions about Etsy, you put them in my comments. I answer every single one, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.